It's raining again. It's been blowing like stink. You wake up and it's gray and it rains and raining and raining and raining. Like 80% of the time. Lately I've been feeling rather moody, unmotivated, sad, lonely, annoyed, cranky, grumpy. This weather definitely doesn't help with the mood either. You can't work outside. I just can't stand myself anymore. 10 to 12 projects, I have the feeling that I started them and they're stagnating because I'm waiting for parts, because of this weather. All you want to do is stay in bed and watch a movie and not do anything. And I don't know where to tackle, and everything is just super overwhelming, frustrating, paralyzing, freaking me out. Don't know what to do. Living on a boat is like the stupidest idea ever. There's no sun, so power is really low. Everything is wet. You're confined to your, little space. Yeah, I'm complaining. This is a rant. Today is the first day of sunshine again, which is lightening my mood a little bit, and I need to kick myself back into gear. Whenever I have a project going, or whenever I have an aim that I'm striving towards, I can motivate myself really well, and I'm all in, have tons of power and energy, persistence, and even though the work might be hard or tiring, it still makes me happy because I'm doing something and I know what I'm doing and I know why I'm doing it, and I know that there's a goal that in the end will be achieved and it will make me happy. Right now, the whole situation due to Corona, everything is kind of up in the air. I mean, it usually is with my life anyways, because I can basically do whatever I want to do. Every morning I wake up and I have to decide where my life is going to go. Where am I going to point my bow, or am I going to stay? Am I going to leave? And if I leave, where am I going to go? Which is as beautiful as this free lifestyle always sounds, and people say, oh, you live the dream, which is true. I have a really, really great life. But working self-employed and your work also being kind of like showcasing your life also comes with, some struggles. Every lifestyle comes with struggles. No lifestyle is trouble-free, and you just got to make sure that you choose the one where, the fun or the good parts are overcompensating the struggle part, which in my case, that is the case. I love my life, and I love living on the ocean. I love living on my sailboat, and I love all the challenges that come with it too. But like everybody, I get overwhelmed, I get sad, I get lonely, I get upset and annoyed and cranky and grumpy. And the last week has been one of those weeks, and where then everything becomes annoying. Like you wake up and you want to cook a coffee and then your propane is out. And then you have to change to a different bottle, but you have to use a different regulator for the different bottle because there are two different bottles with two different regulators, and then you have to dive into all these boxes and look for the right thing, and then it doesn't work, and still you haven't had coffee yet. But I think also the reason why I am in this situation is because I'm at this point at the moment where every once in a while I find myself where I'm not really sure what I want to do. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go. Am I going to lift up anchor? Am I going to try and sail away and go on this passage that I've always been talking and dreaming about? I'm currently getting Karl ready for it, but am I ready? Is my foot ready? Is it clever at these times where borders could close anytime? You don't know what's happening in the world, to leave this safe place and sail out to the ocean a couple of thousand miles, not knowing what happens when you get there and where you're going to go from there. And also during the last month, I have been working a lot more on Maria's and my recycling project In Motion. And we had actually planned to set up a recycling workshop here in the islands, but because we were never allowed to set foot on the islands where the people are, and the people are all the core of the project, so it was kind of like on hold. Now that the beaches are open, I could put all my energy into that. And because I don't really know which version I prefer, and I can't do it all at the same time, obviously, I'm torn. And whenever I'm in this moment of being torn, I lose all my energy because I lose my focus, and it's hard for me to even get out of bed and do the dishes. And, you know, I procrastinate, and sometimes I don't even get off the boat to go to a beautiful beach or enjoy my surrounding because I'm totally overwhelmed by it and kind of like paralyzed by the situation. Well, but to me, usually when I'm in these situations where I feel down, I let myself go for a couple of days, sometimes a week. It has been 2 weeks, sometimes 2. I have to admit, I have sometimes had 2 weeks where I didn't do anything except watch a lot of Netflix. And then it comes to a point where I just can't stand myself anymore, and I just can't handle the situation anymore, and I need to kick myself back into gear, which usually happens, which is great. You know, it's I have the confidence inside myself knowing that I will eventually pull myself out of this situation and that I will get back on track, which I think for me is very important, that I do know that things will get better and I will eventually get out of it again. Because if I didn't have this confidence, then I might easily get lost in those moments. This time I have also decided to do something different. I have a friend, his name is Flo, and he had offered me some time ago to do a little Zoom call with me. He does kind of like seminars to help you live a more fulfilled life, or, you know, to find your inner balance. Like, it's about the simplicity of happiness. That's his website as well, Simplicity of Happiness. And we scheduled a Zoom call for tomorrow. I have to go with the flow tomorrow. I have no idea what's coming. But I think it's going to be interesting and fun to see what comes from it. But now it's time to head out to the beach with my friends and take a dip in the sea. I'm going to let the wind blow away all this gloominess, and just talking about it and just letting it all out sometimes helps too. So, thank you for listening. I think we might have lost the trail. Oh, And I think there might be a cliff soon. Everybody's getting a little tired and a little angry. Injuries are happening. Luca's getting stuck all the time. He's really unhappy. You can do it, Luca. Good boy. No? We have seen some seriously polluted beaches before in these areas, but I think what we've seen today was one of the worst ever. The whole waterline is covered in microplastics. It's like a thick layer, and you can just see the waves washing onto the beach, and they are bringing more and more and more and more. And if you go into the water, you can even go with your hands through the water and you can catch them. There's so many of them. The whole beach is loaded with trash. And it's just really, really sad. I mean, the wind has been standing on this beach for the last week or 10 days, so it's not a surprise that there's more than usual, but it's just overwhelmingly sad. Like this one. Since we came through quite the path here, can't take that much stuff with us, but we found some good things that we can recycle into baskets or other things. I'm gonna make sure we take those back with us, one little thing at a time. It felt immensely uplifting to get off the boat and to hike through the lush jungle and to clear my head a little bit. But above all, the horrific amount of plastic pollution that we saw at the beach has helped me to put things into perspective a little bit. I definitely need to give the fight against plastic pollution a bigger space in my life. But more about that at inmocean.org.